Today, we explore the epic conclusion of J.R.R. Tolkien's legendary fantasy series, The Lord of the Rings, with the third and final installment, The Return of the King. This book, first published in 1955, continues the intricate tale of Middle-earth, a land of enchantment, conflict, and profound bravery. As we traverse the story, we'll uncover the fates of our beloved characters and the resolution of the great struggle for the One Ring. The Return of the King begins with Gandalf and Pippin arriving in Minas Tirith, the capital of Gondor. Pippin, sworn to the service of Denethor, the steward of Gondor, is quickly embroiled in the city's defense against the approaching forces of Sauron. Gandalf, wise and powerful, advises Denethor but is met with resistance, as Denethor's despair over the presumed death of his son Faramir clouds his judgment. Meanwhile, Aragorn, heir to the throne of Gondor, takes the paths of the dead, fulfilling an ancient prophecy. Accompanied by Legolas and Gimli, he summons the dead men of Dunharrow, spectral warriors bound by a curse, to aid him in the fight against Sauron. Their eerie alliance proves pivotal in the coming battles. In Rohan, King Theoden gathers his forces, answering Gondor's call for aid. The riders of Rohan, with Merry in their company, march to the Battle of the Pelennor Fields, a monumental clash outside the walls of Minas Tirith. The battle is fierce and desperate. With the forces of Mordor initially overpowering Gondor's defenders, the tide turns with the arrival of Theoden and the Rohirrim, who charge into the fray, but tragedy strikes as Theoden is mortally wounded. In a remarkable turn of events, Dawen, niece of Theoden and disguised as a soldier, confronts and slays the Witch King of Angmar, fulfilling an ancient prophecy that he would fall not by the hand of man. Aragorn's arrival with the dead men and reinforcements from southern Gondor turns the tide of the battle. Sauron's forces are defeated, and Aragorn releases the dead men from their curse. Denethor, driven mad by grief and manipulated by Sauron through the Palantir, commits suicide, leaving Faramir, who is gravely injured but alive, as the steward of Gondor. The narrative shifts to Sam and Frodo, who continue their harrowing journey to Mount Doom to destroy the One Ring. Captured by the monstrous Shelob, Frodo is left for dead, and Sam, believing Frodo has perished, takes the ring with the intention of completing their mission. However, he soon discovers that Frodo is alive, but has been taken by orcs to the Tower of Cirith Ungol. Sam heroically rescues Frodo, and together they resume their journey, now weakened and nearing despair. As the forces of good regroup, Aragorn and the allied armies decide to march on the Black Gate of Mordor, not to defeat Sauron outright but to distract him from Frodo's mission. This diversion is fraught with peril, as it leaves the armies vulnerable to Sauron's wrath. The Battle of the Morannon ensues, with the free peoples of Middle-earth fighting valiantly against overwhelming odds. In Mordor, Frodo and Sam, disguised as orcs, make their final push towards Mount Doom. The burden of the ring grows heavier, and Frodo's will is nearly broken. As they reach the cracks of Doom, Frodo, overcome by the ring's power, claims it for himself. However, Gollum, who has been trailing them, attacks Frodo, biting off his finger and reclaiming the ring. In his triumph, Gollum loses his balance and falls into the fiery chasm, destroying the ring and breaking Sauron's power. With the destruction of the ring, Sauron's dominion crumbles. His armies are scattered, and his stronghold of Barad-dûr collapses. The Black Gate battle ends with the victory of the Free Peoples. Aragorn is crowned King Elessar of Gondor and Arnor, heralding a new era of peace and prosperity. He marries Arwen, daughter of Elrond, uniting the realms of men and elves. The hobbits return to the Shire, only to find it under the control of the corrupt Saruman and his henchman Wormtongue. In a series of events known as the Scarring of the Shire, the hobbits rally the Shirefolk and overthrow the oppressors, restoring peace to their homeland. The book concludes with the departure of Frodo, Bilbo, Gandalf, and the elves to the Undine Lands, a journey signifying the end of the elves' time in Middle-earth and Frodo's need for healing from the wounds of his quest. Sam, Merry, and Pippin return home, carrying with them the lessons and memories of their incredible journey. The Return of the King is a tale of heroism, sacrifice, and the triumph of good over evil. It explores themes of friendship, the corrupting influence of power, and the resilience of the human and hobbit spirit. The book masterfully intertwines the personal struggles of its characters with the epic scope of the battle for Middle-earth, creating a deeply immersive and emotionally resonant narrative. Tolkien's rich world-building and intricate mythology provide a backdrop that is both vast and detailed, immersing readers in a universe that feels both ancient and timeless. The character arcs in The Return of the King are particularly notable. Aragorn's ascent to the throne symbolizes the fulfillment of destiny and the restoration of a just rule. Frodo's journey, marked by increasing burden and isolation, reflects the profound cost of carrying such immense responsibility. Sam's unwavering loyalty and courage highlight the extraordinary heroism found in the most unlikely individuals. The transformation of the hobbits from simple, unassuming folk to pivotal figures in the fate of Middle-earth underscores Tolkien's theme of the power of the small and seemingly insignificant. The book's conclusion, with its bittersweet departures and the sense of an end of an era, evokes a poignant sense of loss and change. It suggests that while evil can be defeated, its scars remain and some wounds never fully heal. This nuanced portrayal of victory, tempered with personal sacrifice and the passage of time, adds depth to Tolkien's narrative, distinguishing it from simpler tales of good versus evil. The Return of the King is not only a fitting conclusion to the Lord of the Rings trilogy, but also a seminal work in the fantasy genre. Its impact on literature and popular culture cannot be overstated. For those who have journeyed through Middle-earth, this book offers a powerful and moving finale to an unforgettable adventure. For newcomers, it beckons with the promise of a rich and rewarding experience. Thank you for joining this exploration of J.R.R. Tolkien's The Return of the King. If you enjoyed this summary and analysis, please consider subscribing to the channel for more content on literature and storytelling. Your support helps us continue to bring these timeless tales to life. Until next time, happy reading.